Do you have everyday run-of-the-mill wimpy shoulders, but you want to turn those pathetic shoulders into boulders? Try this workout on for size, and if you can finish it, I promise you'll be all jacked and juicy in no time, baby. All right, so if you know anything about me, you know that your boy loves supersets. Why is that? Because I'm able to put two exercises together. It increases the intensity, and I'm able to do it in a shorter amount of time. So higher intensity, shorter time, I'm all about it. My first thing that I'm gonna do today is overhead press, supersetted with bent over lateral raise. So I like to do the hardest movement, which is a big compound movement, which is the overhead press, which works all three heads of your delts as well as your pecs and your traps, supersetted with a bent over raise, which is like that, which works more of your rear delt, more of a specialized movement, which I'll go lighter weight. So that'll be my first superset. Let's go. So third and final set here, like I said, it'll be a straight set followed by an immediate decrease in 25 to 30% to a drop set, as many as I can do. And then I'll go over and do the lateral raise, same thing. And boys, is cooking. You stuck around, you finished the first superset, we got another one going. So this superset, we're gonna kind of work more of the front slash mid delts and the traps as well. So another compound movement, overhead press, similar, but it's the barbell upright raise. So how I like to do those is get a grip that's a little bit outside of shoulder width, and you wanna make sure that when you lift, you're lifting and you're keeping your elbows high. So you don't want them to come like this, because that's not really working the mid and the front delts like you're wanting to, as well as the traps. So when you finish, you want to come up to where the elbows are finishing high. You don't want to use a lot of body English. You don't want to use a lot of your legs, because this is strictly an upper body movement. So in theory, it should look like this. Elbows finishing high, using my delts and my traps to raise it under control. So that's the first movement. You don't have to use a lot of weight with this, like a lot of shoulder movements, because it's all about form over how much weight you use. Same thing, we're gonna superset, 3 sets and then a drop set. I'm a creature of habit. Second thing we're going to do is called a rope face pull. So this works your delts, but primarily your rear delt behind your shoulder. So how you want to do this is you want to grab it with an underhand grip, and it's almost like you're flexing. You end in like a double bicep, a front double bicep pose, but with the rope in your hand. So you want to kind of get your base here, head up, chest up, back straight, and you want to finish just like that. You can feel that in your mid, in your rear delts, as well as in your traps. So that's how it should look. So let's put a little weight on it. So just like the first superset, you start out with a more of a heavier compound movement, finishing with an isolation movement. You always want to put the harder or the more difficult of the movements first. So that's round 1. Hey, she don't care. Daddy doesn't matter when Blippi's on, does he? Freaking Blippy. I'll knock you out, Blippy. Jacked Blippy? Man. That's the stuff of nightmares right there. Maybe I should be jacked Blippy for Halloween. Think so? Maybe tear the sleeves off. A lot of people like to put their shoulder day with their chest day. I've done that before, but I really wanted to separate it and kind of call it out so I could bring up, especially my rear delts. A lot of us, whether we're driving or on our cell phone or hunched over a keyboard, we're very like slouched forward, which makes for good front delt development and even mid delt, but the rear delt is usually lacking. So that's why I always try to start off, as you see, with the rear delt movement like I did with the fly, because I'm trying to bring my rear delts up. You tell me how I'm doing. I gotta pick up all my mess now. I tell my kids to pick up their room and I can't even pick up my gym. Ronnie, come pick these weights up. All right, we've got a run-in, a cameo, if you will. Big, strong daughter of mine going to demonstrate how to pick up a 5-pound weight. Let's see it. Okay, can you put it over your head? Heck yeah, look at that. Awesome, stronger than me. All right, the next exercise is a crazy finisher that torches your delts. It's called running the rack. So I'll do sets of 10, but I'll start at 15 pounds. I'll work all the way up to 35 pounds and then back down to 15. So 15 for 10, 20 for 10, 25 for 10, so on, all the way up and then back down. By the end of that, your arms are about to fall off. So here we go. All right, made it all the way up to 35. You guessed it, I'm going back down the ladder now. So boys and girls, in case your delts are somehow still attached to your body, we got one more wild finisher. I learned this from a buddy that used to train me back in Tennessee. It's the incline 5-way raise. So once again, very lightweight because you want form to be paramount. So I grab a 15, and this is a complex, meaning it's multiple moves all within one rep. We want to put our chest against the back of the bench like this. And once again, you don't want to be slouched over. You want to have a nice upright posture. Head pretty much neutral, if not looking up a little bit. But you start off with a row and a twist, a side raise, a 45 raise, and then a front raise. That's 5 movements all in one. So I do 15 of those, and I'm about to die. Everything's great. Whew. Zero fun, sir. All right, so finishing off with behind the back and in front barbell shrugs. Once again, these work the traps, these guys right here. You can put heavier weight on there because you're not really moving the weight a huge long distance. You're just from here to here, from here to here. So. So we finished up with the shoulder portion of my workout. I'm gonna do a little finishing touches. I'm gonna finish with abs because you never know, especially in wrestling, we need to pop them babies out and flex them abs. So I'm gonna do that today. All right, so the first thing that we're gonna do for our abs is a hanging knee raise. So I hang suspended from this bar here, and it's as simple as hanging and bringing your knees up as far as you can. You feel that in your lower abs. Nice and slow and controlled. You don't want to be swinging. So after I'm done with the leg raises, I come over here immediately and do decline crunches, which works more of your upper to mid, kind of your entire ab region, but a little bit more of your upper. The final thing I'm going to do is come over here on this bench and do knees up, and you just bring them in and out. So just like that. And that works more your entire range. Whereas the hanging leg raises worked your lower, the decline crunches worked your upper, and now this kind of brings it all together. A lot of people like to do abs every day because they're like, oh, I want a six-pack. So doing ab exercises will definitely grow your muscles, but they won't uncover the fat that's hanging on top of your muscles. What you do in the kitchen will do that. So abs are made in the kitchen, not in the gym, and in the cereal bowl. Remember that. All right, 2 rounds down, 1 to go. And that is it, boys and girls. Jamie Stanley shoulder workout. I told you my goal was to be about an hour and 20. We did it in exactly an hour. And that's even with abs added on. So like I said, you don't have to be in here for hours. Get in, do some intense, quick movements, get the delts burning, and get out. You're on your way to getting delts like these, baby. Let me know what you guys think. Any thoughts, any comments? Love to hear it. And just wait till you see what I got coming next.